we will discuss about the bioassay for target gene effect in screening for recombinance principle and process of biotechnology. Bioassay, the substance which is formed from the living organism, is called bioassay. Using this bioassay, we are going to target the gene. So, we are going to create an effect using this bioassay. So the targeted gene is target gene. So the target gene may be the target DNA, foreign DNA, passenger DNA, exogenous DNA, and gene of interest or insert DNA. So the target gene must be targeted DNA, foreign DNA, passenger DNA, exogenous DNA, and gene of interest or insert DNA. So what this indicates means to which you're going to target. So you're going to create a gene which you're going to targeting it. On what that a gene that on the particular character you are targeting. So you are targeting a particular character. For that you are taking a gene from another organism. For example, disease resistant variety gene has to be taken from another organism. That DNA is called the targeted DNA or the foreign DNA or the passenger DNA or exogenous DNA or the gene of interest or insert gene. So these are the names given to the particular gene. So the foreign DNA. So the DNA which takes from another organism. For what reason you are taking it? You're going to create a disease resistant variety. Because of that you are taking the foreign gene. So this can be named as target gene DNA also. And passenger, the particular gene of interest is going to travel in another organism. That is called passenger DNA. Exogenous DNA means you are taking it from another organism. So outside, not the particular or that you are taking from any other organism. So you are going to insert in some other plant or animal. Okay, that means it is taken, the DNA taken from the outside of any organism, then it is called an exogenous gene, that is exogenous DNA. So gene of interest which we are going to replicate. For what character we are going to produce it, that is called gene of interest or insert DNA. So we are going to insert the particular foreign DNA. Okay, for particular character. So that we are going to insert into another DNA. That is called insert DNA. So now you come across the meanings of these particular DNAs. And that's for why we are taking this target gene, we going to clone or we going to specifically mutate it. That is, we going to create mutation in the particular target gene or we going to clone. Okay. Gene targeting experiments have been targeting the nuclei and this leads to gene knockout. So for what character you going to that is target? You going to target for high yield. That is the character which has to be produced in the crop plants. For that high yield, you are putting a lock to the particular gene and that gene is to be inserted into the particular crop. So while putting the particular crop, you will get a vigored and yield variety, and that is high yield variety. So for that reason you are targeting the gene. So for that process is called gene knockout. For this purpose, two types of targeting vectors are used: insertion vectors, replacement or transplacement vectors. So insertion vectors and replacement or transplacement vectors. So first we will deal with the insertion vectors. So insertion vectors means the targeted locus. You have to insert the vector, which location you are targeting. There you have to insert this vectors. So the vectors should be linearized because the vectors are the plasmid, they are circular in shape. The DNA is circular, but while inserting the DNA, that is while inserting it, the particular vector should be linearized, should be in line order within the homology region. Homology means the same relation, that is the DNA which going to be the complement for the targeted gene. So it should be a same. Okay. So that is called insertion vectors. So insertion vectors means the entire gene has to be targeted and inserted in the vectors. So in the vectors, and here the vector should be line order, that is linearized. So within the homology region, that is the homologous region where you going to target the, where going to insert the gene. So initially, as I say, no, the vectors are circular, but during insertion they become linear. So what we have seen already, we have seen it should be linearized. So that is plasmids. Plasmids are the vectors we used. So initially it is circular, but while inserting the gene of interest into the vectors, it becomes line order. So line means linear. So first it was circular like this, okay, like this circular, and now what happened after inserting the gene of it becomes linear like this, okay va. So it leads to the duplication of sequence adjacent to the selectable markers. So we are taking, that is in vectors you have a selectable marge, that is a markers. So for that it produces duplication sequence. So the vectors have selectable markers. So there, while seeing the selectable markers, there you can see the duplication sequence. So if they ask about the insertion vectors, you have to talk, that is say the inserted targeted, that is while inserting the vector should be linearized. So and it linearized in where the particular homology region where the gene of interest going to be insert. And vectors are usually circular, but while inserting the vector should be in line order. So the duplication of sequence is noticed with the selectable markers. Okay. Now we see the second step, that is second vector, replacement vectors. So has the homology region and it is collinear with the target region. So in insertion it will forms a duplicate copy. But here it is replacement. So for example, in a captainship, one person, that is now it's in IPL 1. So there are two players, that is one team was very weak due to his captaincy. So the captain can be replaced now because of any injury, anything. So like that, here the particular vector, with the help of particular replacement vector, the targeted gene, that is for target gene, it acts as a collinear. So the vector is there and it going to replace the targeted gene, okay, with the homology region, that is the same region, okay. So replacement means, or transplacement, you're going to misplace it also. So the vector is linearized prior to transfection outside the homology region, and then consequently a crossing over occurs to replace the endangered DNA within the incoming DNA. So now what happens, that is the replacement vector is going to be present at a side region, okay, at a side region of the targeted area. And now the vector has to be, that is the vector is in circular and the vector has to be linearized before transfection. Transfection means it takes the DNA from outside. So that is prior to transfection, before transfection, prior means before, transfection outside, okay. So this was taken, that is the vector is circular, but now it has to become linear because the one of the targeted gene was ready to join with this vector. So the homology region only there, that is the substance where you can going to add on with the same nucleotides. That region is called homology. And the sequence where, that is after this transfection, okay, the crossing over occurs. So while crossing over occurs, some of the genes alternate. Some of the genes will be alternate their position with replacement vector. So that is taken place inside the DNA, endogenous DNA. So which gives the way for incoming DNA. So transfection, as I said earlier, transfection, it is a process and even it is one of the sexual reproduction in bacteria. So the introduction of foreign nucleic acid into the cells by non-viral methods. So you are introducing the foreign DNA that is without using non-viral methods. Okay. So it takes the DNA from outsides. So replacement means one of the that is it acts as a collinear target. So while replacement, what will happen means the vector should be linear in order and it is and the crossing over takes place because the vector stand behind the gene of interest. So crossing over takes place. During that crossing over in vector, some of the endogenous DNA will allow the way for the incoming DNA. And the transfection is the introduction of foreign nucleic acids into the cells by non-viral method. So this they may ask in 2 marks. What is transfection means? Introduction of foreign gene without any viral methods into the cells. Genome sequencing and plant genome project. The whole complement of gene that determine all characteristics of an organism is called genome. So first you must know genome. So that is the whole in an organism. You have, for example, you have 46 chromosomes, and that is called the whole. That is called the whole genome. In a body, you have all the chromosomes. That is the totality of the organism. That is the totality of the chromosomes present in an organism is called the genome. Okay, so the genome may be not only the nuclear genome, mitochondrial genome and plastid genome. So it wholly considered as a genome. That is nuclear genome, mitochondrial genome and plastid genome are collectively known as genome. So the genome of many plants contains both functional and non-functional, that is both functional and non-expressive DNA proteins. In DNA, that is in genome of the plants, they have functional as well as non-expressive DNA proteins also. Genome project refers to a project in which the whole genome of plant is analyzed using the sequence analysis and sequence homology with other plants. Already we have discussed in zoology human genome project. So we have seen some of the features of human genome project and goals. What is the reason for that? Okay. So like that we can create a genome for the plant also. We can analyze the plant using another plant sequence, that is DNA sequence analysis and sequence homologus. So we can create a plant genome project also to know the whole genome of the plant using the sequence analysis method and sequence homology method of another plant. So such DNA, that is genome projects, should be undertaken. That is what are they have taken place so far had been taken place. The genome project in Chlamydomonas algae, Arabidopsis thaliana, rice and maize plants. So the human genome, that is like human genome project, the genome project in plants also taken place so far. The Chlamydomonas in algae, Arabidopsis thalianae, rice and maize plants, they had done this genome project. The genome content of an organism is expressed in terms of number of base pairs or in terms of content of DNA, which is expressed as C value. So the content, that is the genome content. So the genome content is based on the number of base pairs. Okay, the one thing is number of base pairs, or in terms of the content expressed, that is the genome content, that is how it is expressed, the genome content, how we are, that is they are expressing in an organism number of base pairs or content of the DNA, which is called C value. So it is expressed, that is the content of DNA or number of base pairs of the genome of an whole organism can be expressed in terms of C value. So this they may ask in your 2 mark as well as in your 1 mark as well as in your NEET exam. Evolutionary pattern accessed, that is assessed by DNA. Evolutionary pattern assessed by using DNA. In recent years, the evolutionary relationship between different plant taxa is assessed using DNA content as well as the similarities and differences in the DNA sequence homology. Evolutionary means what? So you must know from where the organism, the single cell, unicellular to multicellular and multicellular to the advancement of the present organisms like we and the angiospermic plants, how this gradation takes place. So it is a complex process to get an organism from a simple to complex. Okay, this is called the evolutionary. And nowadays they are doing the work on evolutionary process, how the relationship takes place between the plants, each and every. So we are saying some of the characters resembles the gymnosperms and some of them character resembles the plant angiosperms. Okay, even gymnosperms have some similarities with angiosperms also. This you have studied in your 11th standard also. So how they are assessed, how they are assigning, using the DNA content. So in DNA content there are similarities as well as dissimilarities. So of the DNA sequencing, in the DNA sequencing, that is using the homology. The homology is the same substance. Using the same substance of DNA, you can find out the similarities between the two plants and you can find out the difference of the two plants. Okay. So like this we can find out the evolutionary pattern assessed using DNA. Based on such analysis, the taxa and the relationship are indicated in a cladogram, which will show the genetic distance between the two taxa. So cladograms, a tree diagram like structure, from this only this will have arrived. For example, the human is arised from the monkey. So like that, from fish to next it is amphibians to that is reptiles. Like that we go on like that, no, like that. In plants also it has evolved, algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm, angiosperms, like that it has evolved, and there is a relationship using while taking a research in the DNA content also we can see the evolutionary pattern. Okay. Genome editing and CRISPR case 9. So genome editing. So this editing. So editing is cutting. Okay. For example, if a movie, they are taking a movie film, they are taking it, but the unnecessary parts will be cut off and the necessary part they will join and they given as a 2.5 or 3 hours movie. So we are enjoying it. Like that, the genome is edited here. So the genome editing or gene editing is a group of technology that has the ability to change an organism. So the gene editing, the gene cutting or the genome cutting, the genome editing or gene editing, it is a technology, it is a group of technology ability to change the organism. So you can change the organism. So while editing the genome of an organism, you can change the organism. For example, the 48 chromosomes in the chimpanzee, you can cut a particular chromosome, the chimpanzee can become a man. So like that this can be done. It is an against to the nature only, but we can edit it. I am saying it as an example. These technologies allow genetic material to be added, removed or altered at a particular location in the genome. So you can alter the genetic material using cutting, using adding and using removing. So you can add the genome, that is you can add the DNA, or you can remove the DNA, or you can replace or alter the DNA. Okay, alter the DNA in where, in which position you need this adding, removing and altering, that can be done with the help of genome editing. Several approaches to the genome editing has been developed. So many techniques have been developed so far. So the recent one is known as CRISPR, that is CRISPR Cas9. This is a new technique. It was developed now, that is recent years, with a short form. It is, that is the expansion of CRISPR Cas9. Cluster regularly interspaced, that is regularly interspaced short palindrome repeats. So simply called as clustered, that is in that cluster the C, regular R, interspaced I, S short, P palindromic, R repeats. So this is associated protein 9. CAS is the clustered associated protein, that is CRISPR associated protein is simply called as CAS protein. C refers the entire thing, okay, and associated AS as protein 9. So this is the simple form. So they may ask in that is the expansion of a CRISPR Cas9, okay, and this is the recent one which is used in the editing, genome editing. The CRISPR-Cas system has generated lot of excitement in the ancient, that is in the scientific community, because it is faster, cheaper and more accurate and more efficient than other existing genome editing methods. So why this had become excitement, it is special, this CRISPR case. So it is fast one, you can do it very fast, and it is cheaper, that is less expensive, and more accurate, you can get more correct results, and more efficient also compared to the other genome editing methods. The rice was among the first plant to be used to demonstrate the feasibility of CRISPR-mediated targeted mutagenesis and gene replacement. So the rice is the first one used in CRISPR-Cas mediated targeted mutagenesis and gene replacement. So the rice is used in genome editing using this CRISPR-Cas9. The gene editing tool CRISPR can be used to make hybrid rice plants that can clone their gene. So can be used from the hybrid rice plant to make the cloned genes, that is cloned seeds, cloned seeds which can yield high yield and high nutritive value, and with all other vitamins in the rice. Imtiaz Kant and Venkatesh Sundaresan and the colleagues reported in a new study which shows clearly one can re-engineered rice to switch it off, that is to switch off the sexual phase to asexual phase. So that is what they have done here in using this CRISPR Cas9 in rice. This man, that is this two, that is this team, Imtiaz Kant and Venkatesh Sundaresan and colleagues had made a study by cutting the sexual phase in an rice. So while cutting the sexual phase gene in rice, what will happen? The hybrid rice, that is the engineered rice, doesn't possess sexual phase. It will not enter into the sexual phase. It directly enter into the asexual phase by cutting the particular gene, that is which is responsible for the sexual phase, because the clone is an asexual component. So they're going to produce the cloned seeds only. So the cloned seeds can take place only through asexual. That is enough. So this can be done. So by cutting the cutting the sexual phase gene and re-engineered rice, that is that they will switch off the sexual phase and enter into the asexual phase. So now you understood, no? So bar codings. This is the bar coding. You can see in most of the products which you have brought it from the stores, superstores. The same barcoding is seen in the DNA also. This is even you can see it's come across the DNA barcoding and the fingerprinting, that topic, no, the barcoding. So this barcoding, if you know this barcoding, you can find out the particular genetic, you can make up a genetic makeup of an organism previously and you can make it now. Okay, so like that, based on this barcoding, you can find out this barcoding machines that they can be optically viewed. For example, if you put a red light on this barcoding, you can view the details of a particular organism. Okay, it is easy to study also. It is easy to make up a DNA and you can, from the DNA you can create a new organism. Or you can evoke the particular character of a person. How the film Seventh Sense, Edamarivu, how they are provoking the Bodhidharman character in Surya. Like that, you can do with the help of this barcoding, and desirable characters can be studied also. So RNA interference, RNAi. So all characters of organisms are the result of expression of different genes, which are the regions of nuclear DNA. So each and every organism have to express the characters with the help of DNA only. So for the expression, you need transcription and translation process, which we have discussed in zoology. Zoology, that is fifth lesson, we have discussed about the translation and transcription process. So transcription, it is a copying of one of the DNA strand of mRNA into mRNA. So copying of DNA, one complementary DNA strand to the mRNA. Okay, copying of one DNA strand into mRNA is called transcription. And the RNA, as soon as the RNA is formed, it will not enter into the cytoplasm as it is. So it has to take part in translation process also. So for this, before it enters into the translation process, the RNA has to be edited. That is, the RNA has to be edited, and whatever is needed for translation, it has to taken. While taking the codons, for what purpose it enter into the translation? To bring protein synthesis. So one of the main items, that is from RNA, one of the main item is edited. That item is called introns. So all these changes are done before translation process. So all these editing process has to be taken place before the translation process. Okay, translation process, and where this process has to be taken place means there are some of the regions which are silent in DNA. That is called regions of DNA are silence. That region only the changes, that is the introns removal, that should be taken place. There is an RNAi, that is interference of RNA or RNA interference pathway. So this process is a biological process. Okay, this process is a biological process, and this RNA inhibits the gene expression or translation. So RNA interference is there, and it is a biological process where it inhibits, that is it suppresses the translation or gene expression process. And how it can be done? By neutralize the targeted mRNA molecules. So you are neutralizing that is this suppression or translation process can be inhibited. How it can be inhibited means by neutralizing the targeted, because the messenger RNA has to take the complementary strand which takes the codons to the mRNA through the mRNA. So for this you have to neutralize the mRNA molecules, that only you are going to target. A simple model of RNA interference pathway is used. Two steps are involved in it using ribonuclease enzyme. The first step is the triggered RNA. So which RNA you going to use to trigger, to stop the translation process, that is to trigger which you going to provoke the RNA. So this was a short interfering RNA. So RNA work is going on. You're going to stop and you're going to induce to create a trigger in the RNA. Okay, that is with the help of RNase enzyme. That enzyme is called, that is RNase 2 enzyme can be called as Dicer and Roche. So Dicer and Roche help you are interfering the mRNA, that is targeted RNA, to create a trigger in the RNA. And in the second step, the siRNAs, that is single stranded iRNAs, are located in effector complete RNA induced silencing complex, that is siRNAs, are loaded into effector complex. So they are loaded with the effector complex where the RNA is induced silence complex, that is RISC, that is the silencer complex. RNA silencer complex. The siRNA complex is not wounded by RISC assembly. While assembling the RISC, the siRNA is not wounding, that is the interfering RNA is not wounded, and the single stranded RNA is now hybridized, that is this siRNA is going to mix with the mRNA targeted. Now this RNA is seen in plant feeding nematodes. So I can explain with an example. So this is then cell. In this cell, you can see the double stranded RNA, that is, it becomes the complementary strand with the DNA. The DNA is copied as it is to mRNA. And you can see here the dicer which interacts with the RNA, double stranded RNA. So the dicer and Roche is here, that process. While that process, what will happen? The siRNAs are formed. This siRNA was introduced into the cell where, that is here, where the targeted mRNA, we are going to targeting this mRNA. Okay, for this process we use nematodes. So we use nematodes. So it was uptaken by the nematode, the plant feeding nematodes. So okay, the plant which give feeding to the nematodes. So that was taken place. During that siRNA, there is no disturbance between RIS complex and the siRNA, that it doesn't create any harm. Now this siRNA joins with the targeted mRNA. So it was what it is. It was bind with it and it forms root node nematodes. So in the root nodules you can see here there, and there you can see the cleaved mRNA because it won't undergoes the translation process. So by this also RNA also interfered in gene editing, and it can also cut the DNA and alter the DNA like genome editing. Okay, you come across, no? So thanks for watching the video. Give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.